Hi everybody, Steffi here from The Makers, and I'm going to show you how to make these bat feet for your fruit bat. That is the project for our September Makers box. And they're quite simple, but there's quite a few of them, a few toes, so I thought it might be good to have a little step-by-step instruction. Right, I'm going to go onto the overview camera and explain to you what you're doing. So you will have got as far as this with your bat, with a head trapped and the arms sticking out at the moment, and then here at the end you've got the wire ends. Now mine are not exactly the same length, so I'm going to now cut them the same length. So you need at least 2 centimeters. If you've got a bit more, all the better. And I do apologize for using scissors, as I always do, but that's just what I use to cut wire when it's easier to actually cut it with the scissors. And then you take one of these paper covered wires. They're really really lovely for this particular project. And remember, you have got the tape measurements here on the left hand side, so I'm actually going to use this, and you need to cut 2 times 5.5 centimeters. So I'm actually going to do 11 centimeters and then cut it in half in a minute. That's about here. And then you need 20 centimeters again, so you have a little bit of an offcut here of your wire, which you can put to one side, that's not needed. And then I need to cut this in half, so go about here at 5.5. Right, so what I've now got, I have got 2 shorter lengths and 1 much longer length, and I'm now going to bend these in exactly half as much as I can. So I've got them almost like a little hook there now, and the same here. So I've got 2 now, and now I'm going to bend the longer wire also in, because these are 5.5 centimeters, you'll bend this one in by 2.75 centimeters. If you want to be really precise, then do use your ruler. So basically what I've got now is I have got exactly 5 toes, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be the toes, and I now need to join them all together. So I use the longer wire with the bit that's bent here and almost sort of gather the others, so they're hanging off there now. They're all in there. And so I now need to put this full, pinch this shut. For this you probably would use some wire cutter pliers. So I've got these 2 bend wires hanging down still here, and the other one I've got at the top, but now I need to bend the one that's pointing up, because this one's pointing up still. I need to bend that down so that it makes the 5th toe. And then I've got them all pointing in the same direction there, all in the same direction, but not looking very pretty. And now you're going to use this longer wire, and you're going between, to secure them further so they're not dangling, which is what they're doing right now. You're going to go around every single bit around the toes. So I'm going around there, that's one. Then I'm going around the next one, always pulling it tight. The wire is pliable enough to do that. Around the next one. So it makes sort of a bit of a knobbly finish here, but it's definitely worth doing that because you're securing the toes even more. And then the last one is that one here, going around there as well. So now I've got a quite a thick little coil there at the top, because that's where I've been winding it. And that's basically how those 5 toes are now secured. They're all slightly different lengths, and that is absolutely fine. It doesn't really matter. And now you would use your pliers to pinch this nice and shut. And if you give me 1 minute, I will get my pliers. I should have had them here. I do apologize, but I will get them now because they're not very far away. And I'm going to pinch these really shut and tight now, because that will definitely stop them from jingling and jangling. So I'll pinch them shut from all directions, getting the toes in the right order. Just pinch them shut, squish it shut. And now you've got a nice, nice solid piece of foot here. So it's quite essential that you do pinch them shut. And you're going to do that for the second foot exactly the same. So you've almost like got a bit of a rake here now. But the important bit now is that to attach them, you have to hook one of these wires that are sticking out. It's a different wire because this is the flexible steel wire. You will, I have only show you how to do one leg and one foot. So you hook this out, and you're going to bend one of the end wires in by half, which is what I've done roughly, and then you wind the paper covered foot wire around the leg wire about 2.5 centimeters up from the toe joint. So this is the toe joint here, and then 2.5 centimeters up is about here. So you fasten that in, and now you're going to wind this around this hooked in wire there, and then you're going to shut this up as well. Close this there, like that. So now you've got that length here, and that you're just going to you're just winding that back down the leg towards the foot. And so you're doubling up the leg wire now, the brown paper covered wire, and twist around the joint there, and then you go back up again. So you're now tripling it. You're tripling the leg wire. So you've got now 3 wires going up, and twisting all of this around and around, and then just go even further up if you've still got wire left, all the way up to where the body wire is even, if you've got to go that far up. So you're basically securing, use your pliers to just pinch it shut if need be, but that is basically, you have now made 1 foot and 1 leg, and that's it. So remember, you can rewind this if need be, but that makes a really solid little foot or and leg, and that paper covered wire that you started out with, that was a single wire, has now been tripled up by just wrapping it first down and then up again. And that's basically how you make the leg. So I'm just going to show you this like that as well, if you can see it. So the actual body is made from this flexible wire, but for the toes and the bit that you turn into the tripled up wire, you use the brown paper covered wire for. That's it. Hope you have oodles of fun with making bat legs. Bye.